learning how to format the content. So you can see here grocery list and to-do list is there. So I need to change the style of this content. So how can I do that? So that we will be going to learn in this video. So this is index.html page, and in that I am changing the h1 as Taj Mahal is famous tourist place, and in to-do list I am just changing it to h2. So if I save and if I just go and refresh this page, so you can see the difference here. This is the h1 element and this is the h2 element. So now you understood the difference. So now I need to do some formatting to my content. I need to italize the content. For example, now I need to make the to-do list as the italic. So it should be in the italic. So I am just using I tag, which will represent the italic. So I am just going, and you can see here I am just refreshing. You can see the change in the font style. So now this is the I tag, which we will be using in order to make the content italicized, and we are having another tag. So now in h1 I am just changing the famous element. So I am just trying to do something with my famous element. So I am just going and refreshing this page. So you can see here this is also italic and this is also italic. So if I just go and change this element to em, change this tag to em. So let me just save this and just refresh this. You can't see any change because both the I and emphasize em tag will be same, will be providing the same output, but there is a difference between both of them. So what is the difference? So that's we will be learning here. So here let me just change this to I. If I use I or em, then the visual representation of the content will be italic only. So please note that. So I'm just changing this em to I. I'm just saving this, and if I just go and read this, Taj Mahal is the famous tourist place. So here famous I will be emphasizing, and in the second h2 to-do list, so I am not emphasizing anything. In the first one, Taj Mahal is the famous tourist place, so I am emphasizing the famous. So this is what I am emphasizing. But in the to-do list, I am not emphasizing anything. So for that reason, I am just used italic I. For just doing the content as italic for font style, so you can just use I. In order to provide some more importance or emphasize a text or a word, you can use em. When you just go to the website, you won't be able to distinguish between them. So this is about the I tag and em tag. So now I think you might have understood where you have to use em tag and where you have to use I tag. I tag need to be used when you need to make some content italic, and em tag is used when the word or certain sentence you need to emphasize. So that's about the I and em tag. So now we are having another tags like B and strong. So this is similar to the I and em. So I am just going here and I am just saving strong here. Strong. So I am just saving, and if you go and refresh the page, the italic will be gone because I have changed the font style here. So although it is in the h1, so you are unable to understand that. So I am just going and changing this to P, so that you can see what is going on with the strong and bold D. So I'm just changing that h1 and h2 to the P, so that you can understand, you can visualize the difference. So you can see here the famous has been written in the bold and to-do list has been written in the bold. So now I have used two different. First one is bold B. B stands for bold and strong stands for important factor. Means if famous is also not that much important. So if I just go and just do it here. I think Taj Mahal is important to me to make note. So I'm just using Taj Mahal here. So I'm just saving this. And if I just go and refresh this page, Taj Mahal is the famous tourist place. So Taj Mahal is really important. So strong is used when you need to provide some importance to the certain text or word, and B is used when there is no importance or not. You can just need to you want to use, or you want to bold the item, then you will be using the B. So please understand the both of the I, or the functioning of the I, EM, B and strong, and these are very simple, but you might be having the thing that although you wrote I or EM or strong or B, you will be getting the same result. So what is that point in using both of them in an effective way? Before that, we are having some more tags which we will be using to format the text. Consider you are creating a chemistry related website. You love chemistry and you are creating a chemistry related website. So in there you are just showing that water is having the formula as H2O. So which each and everyone knows, I think. So I'm just going here and I'm just creating a paragraph and I'm just saying water and I'm just going to say it as H2O. As we know, its formula is H2O. So I'm just saving this, and if I just go and refresh this page, you can see here water, the formula is H2O, but 2 should come below the H. It should not be along with the H. So for that we are having a tag called sub. So if I just go here and if I just enter the sub, so if I just go, I think I have entered 0 here. Okay, H2O, and I'm just going and refreshing this page. So you can see here this is the correct form. So when you are creating any of the website which needs chemistry formulas, so like that you can use this sub tag, and now you might be doing some website where you will be showing some mathematical formula like 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 8, like that you are showing some result. So how can you do that? So for that, let me just change this, let me just copy this, and let me just make this power of 2. So I am just doing 2 to the power 4. So I'm just displaying 2 to the power 4. So if I just go, and for that we will be using sub. As we use sub for lower, we will be using sub for higher. So I'm just using sub, so it is superior. So I'm just going to save this, and I'm just going to refresh this page. You can see here power of 2 equal to 2 to the power 4. So this is how we can format. So in this video we have learned I, EM tag and strong tag and bold tag and difference between those tags, and also the sub tag, sub tag, and now we will be having some tags like small tag. So what does this means? So I'm just going here and let me just say this is a 2021 at the right career concern. So I'm just writing a copyright like that. So I'm just doing this. I'm just saving this. I'm just going to refresh this page. So here you can see my content has been displayed, but it is not that much important to the website. So for that we can use a small tag which will tell the browser that the content is not that much importance when compared to the other elements, other content. So it will just tell the browser that it is less important. So I'm just going to save this, and if I just going to refresh this page, so you can see here the font size has been decreased and some font style has been changed. So it is also having some predefined properties of font size and font properties. So it is just showing that. And please understand that each and every attribute will be having its own properties which are predefined and which you can change by using CSS. So we will be learning all of that in the CSS section. So now you might be having the reason, you might be having the question in the mind that I and EM, both tags, when we are displaying it will be looking same, and strong and B, when we are displaying it is also looking same. Then why we need to use all of them? And even the small, and there are so many tags in HTML which will be doing a simple task and it is not going to change the appearance of the content or anything. Then why we need to use that tags? So this is the question which will be arising. So the answer for that is ARIA. So we will be having HTML ARIA concept. So what is this ARIA concept? So if we just go and I will provide a link in the description, you can just go and understand that. So I will just briefly explain that. So ARIA is the accessible rich internet application. So it is used for screen readers, means if a person is blind and if he want to translate that content into the words, then we will be using the ARIA technology. And it is also supporting in almost all of the browser, but some browser may not support this. So if we use I in the, let me just go to the example here, and if we just use the I in the famous tag, so not I, EM in the famous tag, and now if I just go and refresh this page and if a blind person visits my page, what happens means the screen readers will read the content. It will read Taj Mahal is famous tourist place. So here famous will be emphasized more. So if you are using I, then it will be just italic, so it won't be emphasizing that content. So for that reason we will be using the emphasizing tag whenever required. So if you are concerned with creating a website which will be going to help the blind and which will be available or accessible for the screen readers, then you need to take care of all of this. Otherwise there is no problem, it won't affect any of your code if you use or if you don't use. This is about some of the formattive tag in the HTML.